Hello and welcome to Monday. Welcome to a weekly vlog. I haven't done one of these in a minute. It will surprise absolutely no one that I am taking a dog to the vet. Seems to be just a normal part of our lives. This time, Sadie's got this weird thing on her right side that when we go to pet her, she is wincing. And I can't really feel anything, but it's consistent and something's going on. So we're gonna run her to the vet. This is actually a really big week, so hopefully it will make for some interesting content. It's good to be back vlogging just like normally, like at my house and not, somewhere else, although I like being somewhere else too. But it's good to be home with my babies. So yeah, let's go to the vet. Okay, all done. Sadie. She wants you to know she's fine. She has what they think is a little bit of a bulging disc. So we have some anti-inflammatories and a little bit of pain meds. She was spoiled rotten at the vet, and I'm so relieved it's not something more serious. So we're gonna go get her on a little bit of pain medicine. That will make her happy. I told the vet I get that way too, and it's just part of, being older and fabulous. These things tend to happen, so we'll get her right in no time. Right, baby girl? Okay, so I got a package I'm very excited about from Boll & Branch. You guys know they are my favorite. They are sustainable. They are ethically sourced. They are a small brand, female owned. I love them. I've been a customer for a long time, almost since they started, and was a customer a long time before I started working with them, but I am an affiliate partner with them, full disclosure. But what I'm gonna show you, I finally ordered sheets for my other son's room. So where I'm sitting now is my son Matthew's room, and he now lives in Denver, Colorado with his wonderful fiance, Ren, whom we adore. But we kind of turned this into more of a guest room, which was also more accommodating for Ren when they come home. It was a boy's room before, and now it's much nicer for her. Will's room, however, still is very much a teenage boy's room. So we're going to be redoing that. I asked him to clear out some stuff last time he was here. Not his fault. We got busy, like watching shows and doing stuff. So drinking wine, you know how it is. Anywho, finally ordered sheets for that bed because he has Boll & Branch sheets now on his bed where he and his partner are at their house. And the sheets that are on his old bed, I have been told, are not acceptable. So finally ordered them. I wanted to show you guys though how the sheets come when you order them. There will be a link in the description box. Use code BBGenLaforge and you'll get 20% off site-wide for orders $200 or more. There is a sale going on for the month of May, but it's only on bundles and a couple of other items. My discount code will give you 20% off site-wide. So if you are looking for wedding gifts in particular, graduation gifts, these are fantastic. This is how they will get it in this really beautiful box. And then if you ask it to be gift wrapped, which is free, and I'm going to read this to you. These are the percale hemmed sheet sets in the color cream. It comes in this box, y'all, I cannot. This gorgeous box. So, and I have a bunch of these down in the basement because you definitely want to recycle these. You could use them for like storing photos in or memories or whatever, but they're beautiful boxes. And then let me show you how you open it up. They come wrapped in tissue paper. And they're gonna bark in a minute because I'm seeing Scott's coming home from the gym. Here you go. Here's what they look like. Percale hemmed sheet set in cream. Now I'm gonna wash these because you always wanna wash them. But the thing I will say about Boll & Branch, dog's gonna bark. Daddy's home. Let me get this out before you can't hear me anymore. They do get softer with every wash, and I love that. These are the percale. I don't know if you can see how great those are. Great for summer weather, super, super cooling. We have the linen on our bed, and we'll actually probably leave the linen on. We love it year round, but the percale is perfect for every other room in our house, and I love them. So yeah, use the link and the discount code below. Fabulous brand, and I hope someone can use the 20% off. Especially helpful if you're buying for like multiple graduates or multiple weddings. I know it is that time of year, so hopefully that will help some of you out. Thank you, Boll & Branch. I love my new sheets. They're so good. Good morning. It's Tuesday. So let me fix my collar of my pajamas for a minute. I am trying to like stay calm today. I have a big event tonight. It's a YouTube like creator connection. It's just a networking event, but it is exciting. I think the reason I have a little bit of anxiety is it's always tricky when you walk into a situation like that. You don't know anybody. One of my goals for 2025 was to make more local content creator connections. I have a lot of friends that are content creators that I've met over the years, all the way back from when I was blogging, which I started doing in 2012. But I don't have a lot of local friends. So yeah, I would like to start making some more local connections, both from it's a good idea for work, but also just from a, from a friendship perspective. That would be good. But first we have a whole day ahead of us. Walk dogs. I have to prep for a video that I'm filming that is about packing for a trip. So I'll tell you guys more about that in a little while. I also have just some like more administrative work to do. It never ends. And I think that's it. I have a whole list for today and I'm getting started kind of late. So let's get the day started. How's the hair and makeup? I feel like we're okay. Like we want to go for looking like ourselves. So I feel good about that. The bag, I haven't put my stuff in it yet, so it's kind of shaped weird, but I decided to go with this little Longchamp. Just added just a little contrast, maybe. Let me show you the full outfit and tell me what you think. Okay, here's the full look. We have this little Longchamp bag, which I've got the crossbody strap because, again, did we mention there's no +1? So I'm attending alone. So when you're attending an event by yourself, you have to be able to do crossbody so that you can get your food and drinks at the buffet. Do you know what I'm saying? There you go. So yeah, I like this. I had another straw bag that I could have gone with, but I felt like, just a little touch of logo, a little round and approachable. This looks like a dress, but it's not. It's a 2-piece set. Some of y'all remember when I bought this from Ann Taylor Loft last year. It's super comfortable, flowy. Did I mention it's going to be like 85 degrees and the event is outdoors. So that'll be important. And yeah, we're ready to go. So I'll probably insert some footage for you guys. The shoes, by the way, because someone will ask, are from Lifestride, if you can believe. And I love them because they're a heel, but they're oh so very comfortable. And I also love the length of this because even though it's a pretty casual outfit, the length makes it a little more, zhuzhy. And I feel myself in this. And honest to God, having done, not so much as a YouTuber, but before I was a YouTuber, so many of these kinds of events in my past jobs, feeling comfortable is like the number one thing. And yeah, so I'm happy with this. There we go.
The drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you. And all the fake friends just keep pretending. That's how the little things get huge. Paralyzing every pore. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core. The lies are getting overused. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby.
Good morning. It is, it's not that early. It's like 7:30. I am reporting back from the Creator Collective. They gave us these fun little water bottles. It was very fun. I am super proud of myself for like pushing myself out of my comfort zone. Huge shout out to my husband for driving me there in horrific Atlanta rush hour traffic. It's funny because it's just always bad, but then Georgia State was having its graduation, so it took us like an hour and a half to get there. It only took us like 30 minutes to get home, so that tells you what it tells you. But I met so many amazing people. I am going to list down in the description box a whole bunch of creators if you are interested. Just like so fascinating, and y'all know how interested I am in people's stories. So just asking them about, how they started their YouTube channel, their journey, what that's all about. Loved it. So I'm gonna take it easy this morning. I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Did a little dancing, wore heels. So now, of course, my legs are not happy with me this morning, but I'm just gonna kind of take it easy, have a slowish day, and we'll see what we get up to this afternoon. I do have a delivery coming tomorrow that I want to talk to you guys about, because it's something that, and this is a teaser for tomorrow's installment, it's something that I first saw in a window in Paris when I was 15 years old, and I have wanted to own it from then until now, and it's coming tomorrow, so I'm going to show it to you then. I know, so exciting. Okay, so it's much later. Scooby and I are out here by the fire. The weather, oh my God, I cannot get over how beautiful it is. So I just got off an incredible live stream with my patrons. We had so much, it was fun, and we talked about fun stuff, but we also talked about serious stuff, and it was like very centering for me. So anyway, it's so beautiful that I'm in a sweatshirt at the almost end of May in Georgia. There's like no humidity, and I even have the fire going. So come on, it's kind of like heaven out here. So yeah, I have a fun package coming tomorrow that I can't wait to share with you. I have to pack tomorrow because I'm leaving Friday. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Scooby. Okay, y'all, happy Thursday. Well, it's Thursday here. I just got done doing my 15 minutes of action. I don't remember who said it on social media, but there's a woman I follow on Instagram who said what she does is every day she spends 15 minutes fighting for causes she believes in, and then she spends 15 hours cultivating joy. I am adopting this as my own. If I can remember who said it, I will credit her in the description box, but I've just like drilled that into my head. So I just called my senator's offices about the big budget thing that's going on right now in the US. I won't go into details on that, but if you want to know more about how I personally am choosing to use my voice to fight against some atrocities, particularly towards children and the underrepresented, you're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram and Threads. I'm much more vocal about things over there, and it's not that I'm not vocal about things here. It's that this is definitely an international audience here. By the way, hi, if you're from another country, I love you guys. Especially because of the dubbing. There's a lot of people that watch my content in other languages, which I'm super proud of, but we have a lot going on here in the United States, and I am actively doing what I feel like I can. So yeah, that's just the way it is. And I always say I never stay in my lane unless I'm driving. Anyway, lots to do today. My big delivery, I feel like I've built this up too much, but when it gets here and you guys see it, I think you'll get why I'm so excited. I need to film the beginning of that review for that away suitcase that I bought. I need to actually pack, although my flight isn't until 1 something tomorrow. It's Memorial Day weekend, so I plan on giving myself plenty of margin. I will probably leave for the airport about, maybe 10:30 tomorrow morning. I take public transportation, so it's kind of an ordeal for me to get to the airport. It takes sometimes up to 2 hours, so I'm going to allow for all of that, plenty of time for all of that. Point being, need to get packed up today. You can tell by the way I'm talking that I'm like, I feel like I woke up today like I was shot out of a cannon because I have so much to do. And then I need to edit the video that I'm recording with you right now because that will go up while I'm in Arizona. So you know what? Let's do what we need to do. Let's get the day started. I was going to clap, but that would have been really loud. So let's just do it. We got this, I think. That's reassuring. The weather. You don't know. I mean, you may know if you live here. I'm bouncing all over the place. I'm going to stop for a second. But for it to be May 22nd as I'm recording this, And for me to have a layer on and be like just a tiny bit chilled, that's heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. Going to soak up every moment. Again. So I think the number one productivity mistake that I make on a fairly regular basis is I don't take breaks, and then I get completely exhausted and I can't figure out what's wrong with me. So I just had lunch. I actually took a lunch break. I've been working since, I don't know, probably 7:30 this morning. And it hasn't all been like work for my business. I've also been doing laundry. I've been, making a few phone calls that are here for the house. But I would love for us to get away, and I'm speaking to myself here, from looking at work that is for our job as work and work that is for our homes and our families and our pets as somehow not work. It's all work, whether it's the work that you get a paycheck for or the work that you arguably should get a paycheck for and don't. It's all work. So what I tend to do, I don't know why I'm leaning down like this, but it's just the angle that the phone is at. I tend to work really hard on my work stuff, and then when I take a break, I work really hard on my stuff here at home. And I think this is a huge trap for those of us that work from home, because you're like, okay, I'm going to take my lunch break, and while I'm taking my lunch break, I'm going to switch some laundry over, or I'm going to schedule a dentist appointment, or I'm going to, return the email to the guy who's going to fix the windows. These are all actual things that I thought to do. And today I was like, you know what? No, taking a break from the work that is for my business to then do work that is for my home or my dogs or whatever. That is not taking a break. I need to take breaks. And I think it's a toxic habit that I got into when I was a working mom, because it was not unusual at all for me to take my lunch break to go to the grocery store to do grocery shopping. Like more than a few dozen times, my groceries would be in the fridge at work until after work when I would take them home. So then I would go back to work and had no break. We need breaks. We're humans. Most of this was said directly to myself, but if you related to it, then you're welcome. Okay, the packages have come. I'm gonna wait for the landscapers across the street to get done, and then I will show you guys what is in here. And it's gonna require a little bit of an explanation. And yes, the title for this video was not clickbait. I have waited 40 years for this, and I'm gonna tell you what it is and why. Okay, I'm gonna open them, and then, oh no, that's not a good angle. Let's put you here. Is that good? Okay, I'm gonna open them, and then I'm gonna tell you the story. And I'm really hoping, I ordered 2 different things. One is from Nordstrom, and the other one is from directly from the company. And I don't know why I'm acting so cryptic about this. So the year is 1984. I am 14 years old. We are in Paris. I'm in Paris with my parents. My dad worked for Honeywell, and he was their director of marketing for their avionics. So we would go to every other year. They would alternate Paris, Farnborough, which was in England. So this was the Paris Air Show. I'd never been to Paris before, and it was wedding season. And if you've ever been to Paris during wedding season, at least back in the 80s, I like to think it's still true. I haven't been during wedding season in a while, but the shop windows were filled with bridal, products, dresses, silver, all the things, including dishes. And there was a set of Villeroy and Bach dishes that at that moment I completely fell in love with. So this is actually the package from Villeroy and Bach, and I think that package is from Nordstrom. So the pattern I fell in love with is called, and some of you will know this pattern, it actually came out in 1983, and it is called Petite Fleur. And when I saw it, I instantly fell in love. But when I went to get married, and I'm gonna move you, hold on. Okay, so when I went to get married, this was still available. This is a wildly popular pattern. It has stayed popular since it first came out in 1980, either 1982 or 1983. I did get China, but I opted to go with a very plain, more formal China, white with a silver rim. I still have it. It's, who is it by? Is it Nortaki, I think? It's very simple, but I still always wanted this. So I went on, I was thinking about it, and I pulled out the set that I have. I drink, many mornings I drink from my one coffee cup. Over the years, my kids have gotten me various pieces as gifts, but I only have had like, I think I have the teapot and the creamer. And hear me, I don't want a big old set because y'all know I'm really into the Swedish death cleaning, and I have actually gotten rid of a bunch of dishes, a bunch of mismatched dishes that I didn't love. I don't want a 65-piece thing, but I did want just like the dinner plates and the dessert plates and maybe the coffee cups. And I have space because I've gotten rid of so many other things. And so I went on their website. Now this will be the first pieces that I own new, and they were 50% off, 50% off. And these are them. So this pattern, I absolutely love it. You can see on the back, Villeroy and Bach, premium porcelain made in Germany. They're actually made in Luxembourg, or at least they were. And yeah, so this is them, and I got directly, it was 50% off both at Nordstrom and directly from the factory. Look how beautiful. They're all the same. I don't know why I'm, freaking out over each one. So I'm a little concerned that maybe, and then these are the dinner plates. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful. I already had 2 dinner plates, so I got a set of 4 from Nordstrom sale, and then I got these. So I think the other box might be the Nordstrom ones because I just got the 2 plates and the 2 dessert plates. So let me open up the rest of this and I'll show you all of it out. What I don't want anyone to think, because especially some of you that have been watching since I started doing Swedish death cleaning, if you're like, wait a minute, chick, I thought you were all about, getting rid of stuff and not bothering your sons when you pass. But the thing is, I'm 53 years old. There's a really strong chance I've got 30 years left, and I want to eat my meals off pretty plates. And the plates that I had, not my china, which I love, but like my everyday plates, were really ho-hum and boring. And I've always loved this pattern. And so the fact that I got on there and it happened to be 50% off, absolutely crazy. So let me open up the rest of it and then I'll show it to you all together. I miscounted by 1. I thought I had already 2 of this size plate, but I guess I only had 1. So I am short a dessert plate, but that's okay because there's only 7 of us when everyone is here. So my 3 sons, their significant others, and then Scott and I. So I have 7 of these now. I have 8 of these. I have 4 bowls. They're beautiful. And then this was a gift, the teapot and the creamer. I don't have the sugar. I do not need, don't go sending them to me. I won't be mad if my kids want to give me a few pieces as gifts. I don't want it to turn into where I have to have everything. The thing that I love about this pattern is I feel like it coordinates really, really well with just a plain white plate, and it will actually work with all of my white serving pieces that I have that go with my regular china. And these are everyday dishes. They're dishwasher safe, microwave safe. I will put the link if you're interested. I know I am not the only girl that got married in the 90s that was in love with these. And oh wait, there was one more thing on that I didn't say. Hold on. So I did want to register for these in 1990 when we got married. And Scott vetoed me. He felt like they were a little bit too girly. keep in mind, we've both changed a lot. So we had a conversation about it and he was like, no, I actually really like them. You should get them. So, I mean, I was going to get them anyway, but I just love it. And I love that now I have a, you know, decent set. Again, don't need to have a full set, but this makes me really, really happy. And the fact that I got it 50% off. I've been hunting on eBay for this stuff. Like this teapot, my son got for me off of eBay. And you can find it on eBay, but not usually at 50% off retail. So very, very pleased with my purchase. Okay, now I have to go finish packing and get on with the day. But I'm gonna have, I wanna have grilled cheese and soup for dinner. I had already decided that. Guess who's gonna have soup and grilled cheese out of her new beautiful bowl and plate? Me. I'm not gonna lie, I overdid today, and I still need to film myself packing for the review for that suitcase, which is not a big deal. Like everything's already organized, so that's gonna take me like 20 minutes, but that's okay because I'm recognizing it now and I'm making the decision to be done with the day. I am looking forward to my tomato soup and grilled cheese. It was floated, did we want to get takeout? And I was like, honestly, if I were going to get takeout, I would get grilled cheese and tomato soup tonight. So just better to have it at home and have it be free. I don't know what other people are doing. They're grown adults. They can figure that out. But still have a few more things to get done. But I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched this all the way through and you're not already subscribed, you probably should. Because, I mean, this was a long one. And if you stuck with it all the way to the end, I think you'll like it here. This is very typical of what I do. And I kind of do the same style of vlog, whether I'm vlogging in Italy or Greece or Rome or right here in my home. I'm very conversational. It's just who I am. What you see is what you get. And if you want to stick around, it would mean the world to me. Hit that subscribe button. I have this like stretch goal, which is pretty unrealistic, that I would get to at least 75,000, maybe even 100,000 in 2025. So I would love to see you make that happen with me. Wouldn't you love to see that? Anyway, whatever you're doing today, I hope you're finding joy. I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you in the next video.